So we have a universally praised RPG, Expedition 33, on Game Pass day one. We have another universally beloved RPG, Oblivion Remastered, day one on Game Pass. We have Doom the Dark Ages coming out soon, day one on Game Pass. Is it time? Can I finally put this Xbox shirt back on? Oh, come on. Surprise! Xbox prices are going up, as we all expected. This is kind of ridiculous. I woke up to this news this morning and, I don't know, my heart just kind of sank. I expected it. I think we all kind of expected it. I'm expecting a spreadsheet from PlayStation tomorrow, honestly. But it hurts nonetheless. The Xbox Series X and S are probably receiving the most egregious price hikes. I think $599.99 is an insane price to ask for a 5+ year old piece of hardware. It's just kind of baffling to me. Controllers are $10 more. Games are going to be $10 more. I really want to focus on that because to me, that's still the one that kind of hurts the most. And I'll further reiterate what I've said in my previous video talking about the Switch 2, talking about Mario Kart being $80 and ports being $80 and how it just raises the barrier of entry for potential new players. And for Microsoft, I don't think that they can afford that. Like with Nintendo, they could charge $100 for Mario Kart and get away with it potentially. But I really do think Microsoft is going to have a harder time with that sell. And speaking of sales, Microsoft has had themselves quite a little quarter. Game revenue is up. Expedition 33 is a massive hit, and it's giving positive word of mouth towards Microsoft and Xbox right now. Oblivion Remastered is breaking records on Steam, and Forza is topping charts on PlayStation. Doom the Dark Ages is coming out. That's Game Pass day one, and it looks fantastic. Potential GOTY contender, right? It feels really good to play on Xbox right now. There's a lot of really good games out, and again, it feels like there's so much diversity. South of Midnight was a really good time as well, and there's more stuff coming out in the future. Xbox is about to have a big showcase in June. It does feel like they're going in the right direction, but the only problem is hardware sales are down quite a bit too. And I think that is sort of the big telling sign that like people are just not spending money on Xboxes right now. What that tells me is that all of this positive game revenue is coming from Steam and PC, coming from PlayStation of all places, and of course coming from people that already own an Xbox. We are not adding any new consumers into this ecosystem, and that's kind of a problem for Xbox. And I truly feel that raising the price to $600, $650 after tax is just, again, gonna make that barrier of entry even harder for new players. Why would someone spend upward almost $700 on a console for a console that's already like on the way out to? Microsoft has already been talking about next gen stuff. They have some portable thing in the works as well. Like I don't get it. I know that we're in a tough place with the tariffs and with everything that's going on politically. It is rough on pretty much every single hardware manufacturer right now. And it straight up is. I've had people try to convince me that, no, this has nothing to do with this, has everything to do with tariffs, all right? I just wonder, would it be smarter for Microsoft to bite the bullet on those sales while they have this momentum? Because right now, like PlayStation, I'll be honest, it's been a little slow for them. It really has. I'm not trying to crap all over PlayStation right now. I've made plenty of videos talking about that. But like in terms of software, PlayStation hasn't been cranking them out too quickly. And Microsoft has a lot of games coming out right now. A lot of games that a lot of gamers are really looking forward to. I think that while they have this momentum, maybe they just sell Xboxes at a loss for a bit and try to undercut PlayStation. Try to undercut the Switch 2 for just a little bit. Just a little bit while you got them in, you know? While you got these customers, and then you can crank those prices up and say, hey, here's what you're missing now. You know, I don't know. I'm no business major. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But it just feels, again, like Microsoft had a really good thing going for just a split second. And now it feels like it's all kind of crumbling down again. For me, personally, it's all about the games, man. It really is. Hardware means nothing without the games. And again, those prices are also going up, and that is to offset the tariff prices, just to be real. Yes, even digital. All of these things are all to help pay for these consoles, for them to manufacture these consoles. But for Microsoft at this point, I'm looking at these sales numbers, console sales down, game revenue up. Why the hell are we making consoles? What are we even doing? I really do think that the future of Microsoft, the direction that they need to go, is just make their console as cheap as possible and just have it be like a Game Pass box, basically. And that's kind of what the Series S already is, I guess. I don't know. I really do think that they have something planned with like a portable console, but they have talked about an even more powerful Xbox down the line, and PS6 is in development. Apparently that's coming out in 2027, and that thing, we're talking about like next gen consoles, which I still just like, it kind of burns coming out of my mouth just saying next gen consoles when it feels like this gen has barely started. But next gen consoles are gonna cost $1,000, man. The PS6 is going to be $1,000, and it's so scary. I can't believe I'm gonna look at that price tag in the next few years. It's wild to me. I don't want to be all doom and gloom here. It's not over for Xbox, right? I'm being over dramatic. I'm being hyperbole about pretty much every single thing I'm saying. I'm kind of looking at the worst case scenario. Maybe Xbox puts out enough compelling software where people legitimately are willing to spend $600 on a console, even though they're already struggling to sell the console at its current price point. And I want to say things will get better, too. I want to say that, like, hey, maybe these tariffs, maybe things just shake out for the better for us. Maybe people back off, maybe better heads prevail, and things go back to normal. But I just don't see price cuts happening. I don't see prices, like, we're never going to get back to $60 or $70 for games. Like, when games are being charged for $80, that's the price that they're just going to be. And when people are starting to pay for $600 or $700 consoles, that's just the price that they're going to be for good. Even if they don't need to have the price that high, that's just the price that's going to be. And that's the part that hurts, is that the people that love video games, the people that are already in this ecosystem, already a part of this lifestyle, are suffering the most because of this. I'm the one that has to buy all of these $80 games now. So not only are you losing new potential customers, but you're hurting the customers that you already have. Ouch. It hurts. My wallet hurts. And look, I'm not just throwing my Xbox shirt on the ground, right? It's not just Microsoft that's making these decisions. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I expect PlayStation to follow. I really do. I think that the PS5 is going to be probably around $600 as well. I know they're, again, stockpiling, so maybe they can keep those prices down for a little while, but we'll see how things shake out. I'm expecting a spreadsheet in the coming days, looking at price hikes for the DualSense and their games. And yeah, I do think a reality where GTA 6 is $100 is likely. I do think that is a legitimate possibility now, which I would have thought impossible last year. I would have said, no way they're doing that. That's just insane. We just now started paying $70 for games. And that's the thing. Greed is also a big part of this as well. Because once again, $80, like, why is Capcom going to charge $80? They don't have any hardware to pay for. There's no tariffs involved with Capcom's games. What does that have to do with it? It's going to be $80 because everyone else's stuff is $80. And when GTA 6 comes out and it's $100, like, does Call of Duty want to do that? Does Call of Duty want to be $100 too? Does EA's Madden or their slop that they put out every single year, do we want to start raising the prices for those things too? It's just, greed is the big deciding factor in all of this, and we're in this era right now where, like, a lot of these companies can use tariffs as an excuse as well. So it's just going to be really, really stressful for the next couple of years, where all of this stuff just is going to come at us super fast, and we're going to have to keep reacting to it, and I'm going to have to keep making videos where I pretend to be shocked, and oh my goodness gracious, I'm going to grow 5 years older in the next 2 years. Now, normally I would say comment down below and give me your thoughts, but lately whenever I talk about the crazy exuberant price hikes and the tariffs and my disdain towards all of it, people get upset at me for some reason. Like, they enjoy the tariffs. They want to pay $80 for video games. They want those price hikes, and I don't really know why that's a hill they want to die on. I don't really know what that's about, but for better or worse, I'll have that discussion with you. Comment down below. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I greatly appreciate it, and until next time, party on.